Jump right into the build. We are working on a bunch of stuff tonight. Oh yeah, I'm working on a bunch of stuff. Yeah. All right, we got our scribing tools out and we're ready to go. Okay, buddy, check this out. So this is what we've gotten done so far on the kit. We've got some work done right here. We got this door put in here. We got some carving done right here. We got another thing done here and another door right there. We got some carving done right here. Uh, then I think we did a little bit of carving right here. So that's all the work we've done on this kit. Oh, and some carving work right there on that. But I think we're probably gonna fill that in actually. I think I've decided against keeping those. So, and I'll show you how to fill in. Filling in is fun, super easy too. All right, so nothing's like permanently put together. It's just like mock fitted and everything. You know, you can see there's some missing parts. I just wanted to do some like panel carving and stuff. It's easiest to do on the white parts, or the gray parts, or the white parts, or the gray parts, or the white and the gray parts. I don't know. Anyways, that's what we got going on. I'm feeling much better than I was last week. Man, last week was hectic. So, we're just gonna move along and do some more of this stuff and get it going. What I did on this part so far is I put the panel down here. Actually, I went ahead and carved on both of them this time. Carved these panels. I put the door in here. So now I need to put this together and figure out what door needs to go on this side. Okay, so we got this. This is this right here. So, because I believe, yeah, these ones have the door on that side. So this one, if we put them back to back like this, the door needs to go in the front, curve facing out. All right, and I bet you're wondering, how is he gonna do that? How do you do that door? Right here, y'all. Right here. We've got all the bits for all the door parts right here. So let's go. There it is. I think this is it. We can double check before we use it, but I think this be it. What's the right size? Or is this one too big? Oh, looks like the right size. Yeah. Alright. So this one needs to go forward of this. And we're just putting it like right here. So it'll sit like that. Alright, I believe. Yeah. Here we go. This is the way this one looks. Alright. So like that. Yeah. That'll be perfect. What we do is we take this tape. We just put the tape right there. Holds our friend apart pretty much where we want it. And then I'm going to hold the other parts in the spot where we want them. And what I like to do is I like to take a sharp pointed scribing tool like this one and just follow around the metal. And go both directions. Eventually, you will create the shape you are trying to create. You're not trying to take up a whole lot, but there we go. We created the shape. You know what I mean? That's how that works. Then We just take our nice, she ain't a lady unless she's 280 sandpaper. Give it a quick hit. So that is all we're doing. Just working on getting it done. When we paint it, we will paint it different colors, you know, to our liking. All right. It doesn't look like much now, but there is a door there. I promise. So it's there, just like that one's there. All right. And we're ready to, let's get this piece sanded up a bit. Ooh, that don't look so good. All right. Did some sanding down here. Got that all caught up. And we can go work on another piece. I was thinking we could get this piece caught up. Yeah. So I have this real simple idea on how to do that. We take this, put this here. Right? Just like so. Right? And put this piece right next to it. Just like so. I haven't changed the length of the piece. Oh, that's not gonna work. Hold on. Let me figure out how to what we're gonna do for this. Oh, I know what I can do. Alright. Time to show you guys another tool. What's up, everybody? Yo, is the comments cracking? You talking to me? What's up, chat? Dude, you there? Yeah, I'm here. Oh, what's up, Vin Plus? Hold on, let me see if I can find the book for it real quick. Here we go. This is what I'm working on. I'm still working on this. This is a big build, and I'm doing a whole bunch of custom work to it. So, here, let's look at some of the pictures of it. This is what it's going to be like. This is what it's going to look like when it's done. So there's the Gundam that comes with it, and then it's like this big giant armor that the Gundam sits in. I'm really into it. It's a Narrative Apex, RX-9/A Narrative, Gundam Apex, Anaheim Electronics Multi-Purpose Test Mobile Suit. Thank you. I think it was a pretty good buy. I'm very happy with all the little gadgets and doodads of it and everything. Check this out. This is my special little scribing tool. So what we do here is we line it up and we find out where the scribe line needs to be. So if it needs to be here, we're going to line it up like this. And then we make sure it goes that same way all the way up. And then we're going to just take this same piece and we're just going to rock it. We just got to mark these little spots real quick. Hold on. And where'd my red pencil go? Oh, it's right here. Alright. So the other thing I like to do is we'll take this pencil and we'll do this. Alright. Now, so you got this little thing here that like you can push in slightly so that you can create like an edge with the pencil. So what we'll do, let's watch this. We create like this line. So now that line is this line right here. Next we're going to make this line, and then this line, and then this line. We can do it all with this pencil. As long as we're careful, we can shove it out, maybe if it's long enough. And then we line it up here. Okay. And then we're going to go like this. We're not going to put any pressure. We don't want to. So that's tough. But it gets us a line, or it gets us a go. Another way to do it is you can just take, your tape, and you can do your tape. Where is my tape? Up here. All right. Take your tape, pull out a line of tape, and then you stick it on the part that's already cut, like this, right? Now we're not cutting anything, we're just gonna line the piece of tape up so that we can get our lines, right? And then we'll draw all the lines on with pencil. So we're going to draw this line first. This is the edge. I want that to line up. Then we're going to draw this line. Then we're going to draw this line. And then we're going to draw this line, and this line. Alright. Now, we can come over here, take this off. As long as we line these first two lines up, you see I already got, because I already got the one line. We line this up. We'll know where to stop and start on. Just a little bit, come on, just a little bit. Perfect, all right. So as long as we stop and start in this parameter, we'll have this line right here, okay? So we'll stop here, we'll stop here. What you got going on? I'm not good at the messages, you guys. It's not that bad. It's not hard. You just gotta, stick to it. Be dedicated. Alright, then what we want to draw on here is this is where we're going to put those splits that I had in there. So we're going to carve that part out, actually. Okay. And then same thing with like right here. So we're going to carve that spot out too. Alright. Then we can reuse this tape for something else. So we'll set it there. Now, what I like to do is, since we're going to go ahead, we just want to double check and make sure the groove is in the heart. Okay. Groove's in the heart. Okay. Start here. We'll go there. Start here. Go there. So just remember, we're following the outside edge to make a parallel line. So sometimes the parallel line's not straight. That's okay. But it's still going to be that parallel line you want, and you'll be just fine. Just make sure you follow through with the design you're looking for. Okay. Then we're going to double check with this one. All right. What we're going to do is we're going to take this is label maker tape, also known as Dymo tape. And we just put the Dymo tape here. Okay. And we don't need this tool anymore, this guide. We just need the scriber. And we're just gonna rub back and forth. And we'll flip it around and we do the same thing. Go both directions with this, because I just feel like that's just just right. If things feel right, they're just right. Okay, next we're gonna move it up one, and then same thing. We just want to go for level. Try and make that as level as possible. We don't want to make that a little deeper. Grooves in the heart. Now. Now, it's actually this piece and this piece that are getting cut out. So go ahead and give them the blade chop. It's a Friday night. I was thinking, maybe I'll start the show later and see if I get more takers. You know what I mean? So that's why the show's a little late tonight. Figured a 9 o'clock show. We'll see if anybody takes. Get any takers. We'll keep it around here. Seems like we had some viewers in. You guys are awesome for coming in. I want to thank you for that. Thank you for commenting. I'm sorry I didn't get your questions right away. It's kind of hard to concentrate and host. So usually I got a partner with me, but this past season and a half I've just been going it solo. So, all right, here we go. We got all our lines marked except for this last one right there. And I like to. We're just gonna go ahead and make it square that baddie up best we can. Okay. And there's a little, right there. Perfect. Scribing is a difficult task. Don't let it frighten you. It's very fun. Like I love doing it. All right, so there we go. There goes our scribe pattern that we've blocked in. All right, let's go ahead and rub all that away. So this is gonna get removed. This is gonna get removed. This is gonna get removed. And then this will stay. And it will eventually look like that. And then we'll have one of each. What's up, viewer? How's it going? Let me know what's going on in the chat. How's it going, chat? So, yeah, we're just working on that. Now, oh no, I hate it when I drop things. All right. Good thing I dropped it with the protection on. So this is a handy dandy chisel, and basically we're just going to carve it out. Carve it out. And we're gonna go to the other side, and we're gonna carve it out. Just follow that guideline you already made. You're not doing anything new. You're just following lines. If you can trace a picture on paper, you can do stencils. You can do scribe lines. you know, that's my whole thing behind it is, hey, if you can trace a piece of paper, you know, drawing and follow the lines, you do pretty good with this too. We don't go very deep. Remember, it's a pain in the patootie to sand this out. So how deep you go on these carve outs is definitely your own to your own detriment. So I don't recommend going super deep. I just recommend going in there, cleaning them up like that. There we go. There goes the first piece. The next piece. The next piece is going to be here. I just want to make sure. All right. The groove is in the bar. Remember, little motions. Don't go all the way through. Don't rush. Just take that time. Everything will come. So yeah. Alright, everybody. There we go. Got a little bit of sanding to do to clean it up. However, if you look at the two parts, wipe away that pencil mark. There we go. Not bad. Not bad. So, yeah. Just got a little cleanup to do with some sandpaper right there. And we'll get that cleaned up, and painting will be a jiffy. I like jiffy. Alright. This piece right here goes right down here at the bottom. So we're going to put that on. I think it just sits right there. It's not like a big dealio of it. Looks pretty centered. All right. We're going to secure it with some tape. Then we're going to use our finger to hold it steady so it doesn't move. And then we'll use our handy dandy scribing pen. We're just moving it back and forth. Don't overdo it. It doesn't need to be a big mental task, okay? All right, there we go. And we got that little piece in there. We'll clean it up with some sandpaper and stuff. And we can also do this. Now that that's done. So always remember, this is one of those projects where you're going to want to put the work in. And don't hesitate to put that work in. Just do it. As my kid says, do it. All right, we're done with this part. We'll come back to it. There is a section where I put a line right here, but I'm not ready for that yet. I think we'll do that on the next show. So we'll come back to that part. However, I do have this piece, and this piece has a twin, just like every other piece in this kit. Let's find its twin. Come here, twin. Oh, here goes twin piece one. Where's the other one? Oh no, it run away. Here we go. All right, so we got two twin pieces right here. We can go ahead and put these together for now and look at them to show you what's different on the whole kit and caboodle here. All right, so this is this is before, this is after. So there's a little tiny thing right there, and then we carved into that thing to create like a bevel or a chamfer. Then on the side we created these lines right here. So we're going to want to really what we're going to do is we're just going to three-dimensionally copy these parts. Same thing on both sides. We're just going to, so we're going to do that. So that'll be the first thing we do. So I guess what we should do first is just make sure the parts have the right amount of all that fun stuff, right? So right here, that's where the up is going to be. And how big is the up? As big as it was long. Okay. So we'll kind of follow that guideline right there. And let's do it on the other side too. Let's mark that. There we go. We're going down, not up. Dum. Okay. That's why I thought that first one looked a little funny. It's alright, we can fix it. So there we go. Alright. And same thing with this one. The lines. Alright, and then this is kind of straight but not. So we're going to bring it out like that far. And we'll see how it goes. So we'll do that. Let's see, is there anything else? Oh yeah, and there's this guy right here. Alright, so the lines are marked. So that's what we got going on. Got the lines marked for that. So yeah, that's how we do it. That's what we're doing. Everybody having a great time with your builds? What are you working on? What's your favorite build? And yeah, I think we're gonna cut it short though. I'm kind of tired today. I'm just getting over being sick, and I'm still taking these antibiotics, and they've still been draining me a lot. So I feel still kind of not 100% focused. But today was a much better day. I tell you what, I was struggling last week. Well, you guys weren't getting the best of me, so I apologize for that. But I also want you guys to know that I try to be here when I can. So thank you all 100% for coming in, hanging out, chatting, dropping those lines of love. And thank you for that one like during the live. And if you're watching the show after the live has aired, go ahead, drop us a comment. I will come back and comment on whatever you say, even if it's horrible criticism. I'll still take it, and I'll still thank you for commenting. And yeah, just keep on building, and don't forget to build your kits. Thank you for coming and watching.